Beijing really the savior it likes to present itself under the current global pandemic, which in fact started from China? The result that we have a pandemic in such a scale is actually related to the fact that China was not giving the world the full picture. So what is the perception of China in the V4 countries?
This charm offensive we have seen also in social media were balanced also with the demonstration of sharp power, the power of China to influence media, to try to censor media in Europe, and to involve in diplomatic spats that overall produce a negative effect on the perception of China in the Visegrad group.
According to the last opinion poll from November 2019, only 15% of Czechs have a positive view on China, while 47% of Czechs have negative view on China. In my opinion, this is likely to worsen after the very unfortunate communication of the Chinese ambassador to the Speaker of the Senate, and after the conflict between Prague and Beijing.
Hungary will be the outliner again. Hungary with a number of common positions within the EU in the past years, and the reason behind is economic. Only a few weeks ago, China approved a credit line for the development of the Budapest-Belgrade railway. It is very important for Budapest as they expect that the Chinese goods arriving from mainland China will be customed in Hungary, and that could give a boost to the economy.
So how do the different political forces and parties in the V4 countries relate to China and Beijing? What is the perception? Is this kind of like a fault line within the domestic political debate, or is there a general consensus?
It is not a source of great tension within the political parties. There are some political parties and some political groups that are trying to portray China and Russia together as the ones that are more productive and doing for the situation more than the European Union, and they are using many times misleading information solely for the purpose of being negative towards the efforts of the European Union.
Additionally, there are supporters of closer relations with China and strong economic cooperation with China among the political leaders and political parties, especially on the left wing of this political spectrum. The biggest ally of China currently is the President Zeman, the Communist Party, and part of the governing Socialist Party. On the other hand, there are the conservative politicians led by the Civic Democratic Party, ODS, which always had rather cautious approach towards China. And somewhere in the middle there is the Prime Minister Babiš, who is a supporter of a very pragmatic relation.